Hi, friends. Let me tell you a story about a woman who taught me that true wealth is not about what's money in our bank account, but about the gratitude we cultivate every day. It's a priceless investment that never fades. At least one thanks should be credited in your heavenly account instead in your bank account. Let's get into the story about a poor woman. It's okay, my dear friends, if you don't have money to donate. It's okay if you don't feed a hungry person, my dear friends. It's okay if you are unable to help a needy one. But, my dear friends, what I'm telling you is if you have done this, then God will pleased with you. Once there was a poor woman on the bus. Her clothes were old and teared. Her hair was damaged and she looked weak. As soon as she found a seat on the bus, she quietly sat down. After a short while, an elderly woman boarded the bus. At the next stop, without hesitation, the poor woman gave her seat to the elderly woman and she stood up. When the elderly woman got off at her stop, the poor woman sat back in her seat. A little later, a young girl boarded the bus. Seeing the girl standing, the compassionated woman graciously offered up her seat once again and remained standing. When the girl designated stop finally arrived, the woman kindly returned and took back her seat. Then a visibly pregnant woman arrived and approached the group. This time too, the poor woman, without thinking, hesitated no longer and gave up her seat and stood up. When the pregnant woman got off, she sat back in her seat again. A little while later, a middle aged woman boarded the bus. She neither elderly nor a young girl, nor pregnant, and appeared to be completely healthy. Still, the poor woman kindly gave up her seat and allowed that other woman to sit down. Upon seeing all of this unfolded on the bus, another woman who was a teacher became very astonished and extremely surprised by it. My friends, she thought that giving up her seat for an elderly woman, a child, and a pregnant woman made perfect sense, but she was uncertain whether it was appropriate to do the same for the normal woman. What could be the same reason for the repeatedly giving up seats? Question. When the bus reached its final stop, the teacher asked the poor woman, Sister, I have noticed that you consistently offer your seat to other people. You are equally entitled to occupy the seat yourself. So I wondered, why do you choose to remain standing instead? Question. The poor woman smiled warmly and said, Madam, I clean utensils in other people's homes. Additionally, I cook food, sweep the floors, and mock diligence consistently. I do not have enough wealth to donate to anyone, to hold community feasts, or provide food to the hungry. However, I have my own deeds and I consistently try to donate and give back through my actions. She continued, emphasizing that she only engages in good deeds and increasing the bank balance in my God's account. Because these deeds, my family is happy, my children are studying, my husband is hardworking and wise. We do not have much, but we are happy with what we have. When I looked around me, I see how many people are suffering. But because of my good deeds, sorrow does not enter my life. Hearing the woman's word, tears welled up in teacher's eye. She said, I normally teach young children at school, but today you have truly imparted a valuable and memorable lesson to me. Starting from today, you will be my teacher. I sincerely thank you very much. This story teaches us that wealth is not necessary for service. We can help others even through our small actions. Helping an elder cross the road safety, assisting someone who is in need with genuine compassion, and giving a warm, loving smile to another person. These are the truly significant acts of service. The Word of God says, Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have. Because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. So we say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. My friends, after watching this video, I hope you all realize that money is not the only way to help others. A poor man's selfless act proves that true giving comes from the heart, and such kindness earns us treasure in heaven. Thanks for watching. Do not forget, click subscribe button and hit bell icon. Like, comment and share. See you in the next video.